A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant legal development late Thursday, a federal appeals court intervened to block a lower court judge's ruling that ordered President Donald Trump to relinquish control of 4,000 California National Guard troops, which he had federalized in response to protests in Los Angeles. U.S. District Judge Charles Breyer had deemed Trump's actions illegal, but his order was paused until Friday afternoon to allow the Trump administration to appeal. The administration wasted no time, promptly appealing to the Ninth Circuit U.S. Court of Appeals, which has now scheduled a hearing for Tuesday to consider whether to extend the stay or allow Breyer's ruling to take effect. The controversy erupted after Trump federalized the California National Guard and mobilized approximately 700 U.S. Marines in response to protests against federal immigration enforcement in Los Angeles. Governor Gavin Newsom and California's Attorney General filed a lawsuit challenging Trump's authority to take such action without the governor's consent, marking an unprecedented move in U.S. history under the special provision invoked by Trump. During a hearing in San Francisco, Judge Breyer scrutinized the rationale behind Trump's decision, questioning the legal basis for federalizing the Guard. He noted the historical context, drawing parallels between Trump's actions and those of King George III, emphasizing the need for a clear distinction between the powers of a president and those of a monarch. Breyer's ruling highlighted that Trump's actions exceeded his statutory authority and violated the 10th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, mandating the immediate return of control of the California National Guard to the state governor. Breyer pointed out that none of the conditions necessary for federalizing the Guard existed, such as an invasion or rebellion against the federal government. He stated, "The protests in Los Angeles fall far short of rebellion," and underscored that the federalization of the Guard without state consent poses a serious threat to the constitutional balance of power between federal and state governments. The judge scheduled a follow-up hearing for June 20th, where the federal government will need to justify why a more permanent injunction against Trump's actions should not be issued. In response to the appeals court stay, Trump took to social media, asserting that the court's decision validated his use of the National Guard to maintain order in Los Angeles, claiming, "If I didn't send the military into Los Angeles, that city would be burning to the ground right now. We saved LA. Thank you for the decision." Meanwhile, Governor Newsom expressed his satisfaction with Breyer's initial ruling, describing it as a necessary check on Trump's authority. He emphasized that the military should not be deployed on city streets, framing the legal battle as a fight against Trump's authoritarian tendencies. Newsom's office even shared a video referencing the destruction of the Death Star from the Star Wars franchise, symbolizing the victory of the Rebel Alliance over oppressive forces. As this legal saga unfolds, the implications of Trump's actions and the court's rulings could have lasting impacts on the relationship between state and federal powers in the United States. With the appeals court's intervention, the immediate future of the California National Guard remains uncertain as all eyes turn to the upcoming hearing next week. The legal arguments presented could set a precedent for how similar situations are handled in the future, particularly in an era where the boundaries of presidential authority are increasingly scrutinized. The nation watches closely as the battle between state rights and federal power continues to play out in the courts. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.